Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum. Today it's the second of this three-game series between the Cleveland Indians and the Oakland A's. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Jarrell Cotton will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, Jarrell Cotton, and boy, he is a good one. Big live arm. Not a very strong, powerful guy. He reminds me a lot of Pedro Martinez. Low to mid-90s fastball with good sinking action. A terrific changeup, which I think is his best pitch. He has the curve and slider, but he's primarily fastball changeup, and the changeup is a really good one.
And underway from Oakland as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, guys, this team is certainly coming together. Everyone, we were down there before the game. There's a fight at the bat rack right now. They won in huge blowout fashion yesterday, and they're looking to continue that offensive surge in this one.
Kenna, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, one man worth focusing on is Edwin Encarnacion. Edwing, as they call him. He's what we call a run producer. Top 5 in the American League in RBIs right now. So obviously he's a big part of this offense, and we'll see what he has in store in this one.
Striding in, Yandy Diaz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
In the air now out to left field. Piscotty's there for it. 2 down.
Batting third baseman.
Stepping into the box, Jose Ramirez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into center field, line drive base hit. It's a potentially big 2-out hit as Edwin Encarnacion will get to bat here.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Edwin Encarnacion now as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Hit sharply on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Wow, looked like an easy beginning of this inning. Gets the first 2 guys out, then the 3 and 4 hitters all of a sudden start locking in on him, and now he's got to get through this 5th hole hitter to get out of this inning unscathed.
Yeah, he's definitely put his feet to the fire right here. This number 5 guy, he's known. He sits in that 5 hole to drive in runs, and he's smelling ribbies right now.
0-1 the count, and set up behind the plate Rusty Valentine as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. Encarnacion rounds third and is digging for the plate. He scores as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked. Drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Here's Yonder Alonso. Popped him up. Hernandez in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Indians 2 and the A's nothing. Corey Kluber gets the ball for the Indians in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, you got to love what Jonathan Lucroy does for this offense. Looking at the stats, he's hitting over 400 versus right-handed pitching this season. He's obviously facing a right-hander on the mound today, so, guys, he could have a real impact on this game.
Called strike over the outside corner. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7. Behind 0-2 now. And Lucroy behind the ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Here's a high pop-up. Alonso over to his right, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third, second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Standing in, Jed Lowry. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Kluber sets his sights. Here's the 2-2. Hit in the air to left. Brantley is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. We'll move to the second inning here in. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Second baseman.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. Kenna racing back. Gone to lead off the inning.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup, so a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 9 homers and 29 driven in. Here's another one that's drilled, this one to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Man, they already hit 1 home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
No balls and 1 strike. Zimmer leads off second with nobody out. And this one misses to the Cleveland backstop. It's even at a ball and a strike.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
High pop-up. And Lowry will look this one in for the first out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan Lucroy can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
And that'll be the second out. And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Piscotty's there for it. And the inning is over. One for the Indians on the home run by Kipnis. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 3-0 in favor of the Tribe. Here's Chris Davis now. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started. Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
1-2.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
I got to count 2-2.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup today. And let's take a look at Yan Gomes, catcher. Calls a really good game. Pitchers seem to love throwing to this guy. And don't get it twisted, he can run into a 3-run homer as well.
Missed with a breaking ball. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
And he fouls this one off. Let's see what they throw Olsen on a 3-1 count. Line softly to the right side. Foul. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Hey, sometimes you get lucky right there. It looked like a 3-2 pitch out of the zone. Could have got on base via the walk, but he wanted to knock it instead.
Ready now, Mark Hanna. He's set and the pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
The 1-2. Fouled off. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Now to the plate, Stephen Piscotty. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
Nope.
1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They trail in this one 3-0. Beautiful day here in the East Bay as we get a shot there of downtown Oakland, and the Bay set to go here in the 3rd. First offering on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So 1 gone in the inning now, and it's time for a look at the standings in the AL West. You just see where the A's find themselves entering play here today. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground and into left field for a 1-out hit. So he finds the hole into left to pick up his 2nd base hit of the afternoon. And we'll call up our Indians leaderboard to show you that his total ranks him 3rd best on the squad. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate. Grounded back up the middle. A step on the bag for 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Yonder Alonso. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with long.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Indians leave 1, but they lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Boog Powell, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Right fielder, Boog Powell.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up, and it says 0-2.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Now batting, Marcus Semien. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. Semien in an 0-2 hole here.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Stepping up now, Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as we begin the top of the fourth.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And both guys can go back and get it when they need to. 96 on the one hand, 94 on the other. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. And here's a ball hit in the air. But no one gets to this one as it lands in the home bullpen. A foul ball. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Boy, he just threw that fastball by him. 3-2 now.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Cleveland. Digging in, Jonathan Lucroy.
Leading out for the Athletics.
Now here's the pitch.
Jonathan Lucroy.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out. Striding in for Oakland, Jed Lowry. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. And he lays off there, 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Now batting.
At the plate now is the designated hitter, Chris Davis, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Lowry stands at first with 1 out. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Lays off the breaking pitch, and it's 3 balls and a strike.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Hard hit ball to short, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try to do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Into the concrete staircases, and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And the A's have come back to make this a 3-3 game.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
So now it's Mark Hanna. High in the air out to center field. Zimmer is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. 3 runs already home here. And it's fouled away. So 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Ground ball right side. Gets dirty and gloves it. Got him. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our locals. Striding in once again, Michael Brantley. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Piscotty's there for it. Makes the play. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 13.
And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. That's wide. 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
3 runs, 7 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 one more time. High and deep to right center. Giving chase is Powell. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. That's lifted the other way out to left. Piscotty's there for it. And that's the 3rd out. Indians go down 1-2-3. Home half of the 5th. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Marcus Semien.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Picking on the first pitch as this is on the ground towards short. On the first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the 2nd out. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out pole to be reviewed.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision. In now, Cesar Hernandez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. Kluber sets his sights, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Missed with a breaking ball.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there, because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
3-2 now. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Here comes the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
No doubt, this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around. Edwin Encarnacion now. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. The 0-2 home. And he fouls this one off.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Edwin Encarnacion is retired to kick off the inning.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiredom right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Up around the face. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
First baseman, number 17. Yonder
Coming to the
Alonso.
plate now, Yonder Alonso. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Popped him up. Hernandez has got it, and the side is retired. In order go the Tribe. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Tied 3
Leading off
apiece.
for the Athletics. Second baseman.
Stepping in, Jed Lowry. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. He's got it, and a good throw gets him one gone. Here's Chris Davis now, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Tapped down the line. That's a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And he chased it in the dirt. Gomes gathers it. And the throw to first is there to record the second out. Stepping up to the plate, Matt Olson. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat, he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Diaz moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3. Settling in now, Jason Kipnis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Daniel Kalu is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. On the ground to third. Hernandez right there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Digging in now, Bradley Zimmer. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's Lowe, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. Popped him up. Heading after it is Piscotty, but this will land untouched. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. A tough sinker on the inside corner. Colombe, a 5'10" left-hander. He was a 25th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Ready for another chance? Mark Hanna. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Mark Hanna.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Two balls and a strike. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Zimmer has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first down.
The left fielder, number 25, Stephen Piscotty.
So striding forward now, Stephen Piscotty. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
The right fielder.
Now in the box. Powell 0 for 2 for him to this point. From the stretch. Lifted into center field. Waiting on it is Zimmer. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Into the box now, Marcus Semien. He was a ground out victim last time up. Kluber pauses. Here's the first pitch. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Pop high in the air. Alonso shading to his right. And that's the third out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Michael Brantley. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on swivel.
Trevor Rosenthal gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Now pitching for the A's, number 64, Trevor.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. A changeup over the inside corner.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
To 2-2 now. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Ramirez. He flew out in his last at-bat. High pop-up. Hernandez waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Edwin Encarnacion now. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And 0-2 count to Edwin Encarnacion.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Strike 3, and the potential go-ahead run left on base. One left for the Tribe. Still tied 3-3. Nick Goody is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 44.
Digging in once again, Cesar Hernandez. It was a walk in his last trip. Matt Chapman is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the eighth in a tie ball game. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Comes in here right at 260. 24 home runs and an even 50 RBIs. Well, I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one. Digging in, Jonathan Lucroy. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once.
Jonathan Lucroy.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up, you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they take the lead 4-3.
I'll tell you, he looked like he was on cruise control, striking out the first 2 batters. But if this game teaches you anything, it's that you can never take an out for granted. Exhibit A, a homer.
Now batting, designated hitter, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Chris Davis.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
2-2, here it is. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. One for the A's, courtesy of Jed Lowry. Last chance coming up for the Tribe. It's now 4-3 Oakland. Matt Chapman is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 26.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, and his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the 9th. Kevin Segrist comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. The next 0-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
His career line against Segrist, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A little bouncer that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Fouled away. The next 0-2. Misses for ball 1.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Chapman is there. 2 gone. Indians down to their final out now. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. A high fastball is in there. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Popped him up. Olsen in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Oakland came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Trevor Rosenthal gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Kevin Segrist hammers down the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First quarter starting.